According to my extensive Google research, Iblis is the leader of the devils in Islam, so Islamic Satan. It's also the title of an indie horror game from developer FND Game. At an affordable $10, I picked this one up in hopes that I'd have a good scare or two in store. The game page asks, how much can a game affect your real life? And promised me that I would enjoy a realistic home environment and terrifying moments of being immersed in a real-life story. But did I do that thing? The game starts off with a promising cutscene that has some nice disturbing imagery to set the tone. It tells the story of a bride who is hated by her new husband's family, died in a car accident, and came back to haunt the house in a bad way. I guess here I should mention that there are some cultural concepts that need to be digested in order to get into the story. In some cultures, there is a good way to be haunted. Where I'm from, it's mostly just vengeful spirits, TV reality shows with lots of night vision shots, and men in rubber masks being uncovered by meddling kids. No, not you. Nobody wants you. But in other cultures, being visited by spirits can be a positive thing. Except for in this case, where the bride seems to want to scare the bejeebers out of anything that crosses her path. In this case, my character, who has apparently been sent to cleanse the house of this spirit's evil presence. What that cleansing looks like is, well, mostly wandering around in the dark for 2 hours, occasionally being scared for no reason. Seriously, I have no idea what triggered the vast majority of the scare events that popped up in the game. It seems like maybe they're on a timer?
I can't interact with anything in this house. Like literally, there's nothing I can interact with.
The gameplay itself mostly consists of walking through the same 5 or 6 rooms, trying to find keys to get out of the house. The problem is, these keys are either invisible until some unknown event is triggered, or just impossible to find. The last key I needed, I literally had to spam click every inch of the kitchen to find.
Oh. I think I just picked up the key, guys.
There are other things you have to do to escape this nightmare, like collect dolls. Why? Did the bride love dolls in life? I don't know. There are literally no story reveals once the game gets underway. I finished the game having absolutely no idea what the resolution was. And can we address the lighting issue? I understand. You made a haunted house game. It has to be dark. But there are areas of complete pitch blackness where you have to navigate your way out of a room without being able to see. This is not fun. This does not make me have fun. It doesn't even make me scared. It just makes me annoyed. Stop it. There's not even a gamma slider, just these options, which do things? The game does have a couple of redeeming qualities. It's nice to see a horror game with a non-Western setting, for one. The sound design is pretty good and offers some nice creepy atmosphere, though much like many of the events in the game, it often seems to come from out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's the baby. Okay, that set of sounds is terrible.
There are a couple of jump scares that really land, but the formula for these becomes pretty quickly discernible as well. I'm never one to dump on an indie dev, and there's enough promise here that I might check out another game by the same person, but if you're considering a purchase, I'd save your $10 for something else. I give Iblis a 1 out of 5.
That didn't even scare me. That's how unscary the end of that was. Even the scream didn't scare me. Thank you for playing Iblis. -10 stars. That game is terrible. Terrible game.